Hello, I'm Mark McCrindle, and here at McCrindle Research, we were delighted to work with churches across the UK to conduct the UK National Ministry Survey. And we've conducted similar studies across Australia and New Zealand. Wherever we have run research like this, we have found both great encouragement as we look at what churches are doing in their communities and an openness in the communities, as well as some challenges and areas in which church can move forward with missional opportunities. And that is what we found in this study as well. I would encourage you to get hold of the full 48-page report where you can look at all of the findings in detail. But let me talk you through a quick summary of some of the key insights. The subtitle sums up the purpose of the research, to look at the mission situation of churches in the UK at the moment, as well as the mission opportunity based on some findings from the research as to where there are some applications or areas to move forward in as the church. So in the study of the general public, why did people leave the Christian faith? 48% found that science answered their questions better than the Christianity did, they were saying. 28% disagreed with church's teaching. 1 in 5 felt alienated by church scandals and hypocrisy, and another 1 in 5 said that it was the experience of suffering in their own life or others that drove them from the faith. We found in research that science really is a key blocker for people, and that's consistent across this research in different countries. But also, it's interesting that suffering brings people to faith and causes people to seek meaning beyond their existence. As you can see, it also does for others drive them from the faith. So that's the context there. Now, when we ask the general public openness to having faith conversations, you can see there is great openness there. 71% say that they're comfortable talking about religion with family and even with friends. And when it comes to talking about Jesus, just slightly lower proportions. But again, generally comfort in talking with family and friends about Jesus Christ. You can see down the line there, again, a fair comfort in talking about religion or the issues of faith with those of their work colleagues and associates, acquaintances, neighbours, strangers. There's more of an openness than we sometimes think. Slightly more coy about talking about Jesus than talking about religion or faith, but nonetheless, a fair degree of openness, perhaps more than we might expect. 71% of the general public, however, cannot remember having a conversation with a Christian about their faith in the last 10 years. So there is an openness there, but there's not so much the connection of having had those conversations as reported by the general public. Now, there is sometimes some discomfort talking about the things of faith, according to the general public. What are the reasons for that? Well, number one there, I don't have strong beliefs on Jesus, or that religion causes wars, or I don't believe anyone has the right to claim that they have the truth, or I would feel I'm being recruited. These were the top mentions as to why people don't feel comfortable about talking to Christians about their faith. So there's an openness to it, but if it gets too pointed, there are some challenges around that. In fact, 73% of the general public don't approve attempts by religious people to convert others to their faith. But if it's sharing of their faith and talking about Jesus, as you saw, a fair bit of openness there. I'd encourage you to grab the full report at nationalministrysurvey.org. That's got a lot more of the methodology and the full data across the 3 sets of research that comprise this study, as well as the bases of the report and organisations that got involved in it. I commend it to you. Thank you for your interest, and may God bless the church in the UK, and the missional opportunities that this research has highlighted are there. Thank you.